Good evening. This is Stan Matthews in the Matthews broadcast. On this, the 24th day of May, for all my Geminis, your time is almost here, if it's not here already, if I'm mistaken. Welcome to the Matthews broadcast, the Empowerment, Enrichment, and Upliftment broadcast. You are streaming live. We are streaming live worldwide at www.gemsradio.net. Here in the Gems Radio and TV studios. We are always so happy to be with you again, the greatest audience in the world. Thank you for all of your well wishes. Thank you for all of your encouragement, praise, criticisms in some cases. But we are not thin-skinned. We know that whatever doesn't kill us makes us stronger.
That's right.
And so we are going forward knowing that we have your support in all things. And so this evening we've got a great show planned for you. I am in studio with my co-host Lisa Thompson, and we are about to bring our guest in. But as we always do, we want to make sure that we ask you to support those who support the broadcast, our super sponsors. And so on this Wednesday evening, we want you to listen very carefully and take information down so you can make sure that those who make this broadcast possible are people that you share your time with and some of your resources so they can continue to provide great services and products to urban communities throughout the tri-state area. Firstly, the Matthews broadcast, as you know, provides urban businesses, the clients, and the community support they need to succeed. We pride ourselves in being the connecting point between urban businesses and the community support and the clients that they need to prosper and grow. If you would like to drop us a line, you can do so at thematthewsbroadcast.com. That is our email address. The email address is stan at thematthewsbroadcast.com. And also you can reach us by phone at 973-357-3698. 973-357-3698. Mobile marketing. It is one of the cutting edge methods of marketing and advertising. These are the trucks with the 20-foot digital screens that you see in full color with that wonderful surround sound that you see in and about town. You've seen them over in New York at the Circle of Sisters, at the Jacob Javits Center. You've seen them at political commercials. You've seen them for Summer Jam and other great events in and around the Prudential Center and other places. The mobile marketing company that is part of our circle of sponsors is Billboards for Hire. So if you want mobile marketing and advertising guaranteed to take your sales higher, call Trey and Daniel at Billboards for Hire. You can reach them at 917-756-0043. Secondly, nothing says I love you like flowers. All of you have just participated in Mother's Day. And I'm told on Mother's Day alone, there's some $3 billion in flowers that's purchased on an annual basis. So nothing says I love you like flowers. You've tried the rest, now try the best. A Rose's Petals at 472 Broadway in Patterson. Nathaniel and Carolyn Joe have been serving the community for more than 20 years. Two wonderful people, and you can reach them at 973-742-5333. Mr. G's Restaurant, where good friends meet, greet, and eat at 455 East 18th Street in Patterson. You can reach Mr. G at 973-782-4020. My great friend Russell Grady 54 years in business. That
Wow.
deserves our praise.
Round of applause.
And he's one of
Round of
Lisa's
applause.
biggest fans. Enjoyed her graduation at Pillar very much. We want to thank you, Mr. G, for coming out and being so supportive. For advice and planning, that's always great. Call Smith Gilmore Real Estate. Violet Smith Gilmore and the whole staff at Smith Gilmore Real Estate and Property Management are located at 1258 Teaneck Road in Teaneck, and you can reach them at 201-723-4203. Small businesses. I know that raising capital is always a challenge, and now there's a solution. If you want to raise $25,000 in working capital with no debt, no credit check, and just transforming your social capital into actual capital, call Funding Magnet. Anthony Hibbert is the principal of Funding Magnet and has a technologically advanced system of using your social capital, your network of friends, and helping them to help you raise up to $25,000 in 90 days. So Funding Magnet funds your plans so that you can live your dreams. You can call Anthony at Funding Magnet at 973-357-3698. You want to get the max, go to Optimum Tax and Financial Services. They are 5-star rated and Better Business Bureau certified, located at 500 Rahway Avenue in Elizabeth. Optimum Tax and Financial Services is run by Ivan and his brother Tony Maxey, as well as a staff of highly trained financial specialists that can represent you at the IRS if you're audited, can prepare taxes, can provide you with insurances, home, personal, auto, and investments for a dignified retirement. So call the staff and the team at Optimum Tax at 908-352-1040. The Greek Tavern, the place you go to experience fine Greek cuisine and a taste that's always good right here in our neighborhood. The Greek Tavern is run by Wei Chen and her husband Peter, and they are located at 292 Bloomfield Avenue, Montclair, which is only about 10 minutes away from our studio, if that. And you can reach them at 973-746-2280. Just letting all of our fans and followers know that beginning on next Tuesday and Wednesday, the after the broadcast reception will be held at the Greek Tavern right there at 292 Bloomfield Avenue in Montclair. If you want to come out and enjoy great food, meet the co-host of the Matthews broadcast, myself, Ms. Lisa, Violet Smith Gilmore, Maxine Rodney, and others, Bichelle Harrison, if she's back from her vacation. Hopefully the It Girl will be back. We will all be at 292 Bloomfield Avenue in Montclair so that we can listen to all of those suggestions, ideas that you have for making the broadcast better. If you want to set up reservations for yourself at the Greek Tavern, the number is 973-746-2280. The education you need for the career you want is at Aftech Institute. Aftech Institute is owned by our great friend, Mr. Gary Mao, and offers 3 campuses, one in Eatontown, one in South Plainfield, and one in Fairfield, right at 130 Clinton Road. And Aftech offers careers such as EKG Tech, such as Microsoft Help Desk Pro, and others, many of which you can get the certification to begin working in these careers in less than 6 months. So get on over to Aftech so they can provide you with the education you need for the career you want. Call Ming or Mira at 973-882-8996 between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. If you want a great night out on town in Passaic County, The excellence in entertainment can be found at the Edge Lounge. William Smitty Smith and his brother Tim Wheeler have an awesome facility right there at 570 Main Street in Passaic in the heart of town, and offer an array of wonderful ways to relax, refresh, and recharge. Yesterday was $2 Tuesdays, $2 cocktails for the ladies. Tonight is Karaoke Wednesday, so Lisa, not only can you have a little bubbly, but you can also try and sing a little bit.
Sing it out.
So I don't know if you want to go over there and let them hear your wonderful Blakely, Georgia voice or not. But tonight is Karaoke Wednesday, and tomorrow is Ladies' Night at the Edge Entertainment Lounge. The Edge, again, is at 570 Main Street in Passaic and can be reached at 973-928-4284. 973-928-4284. Dream Builders, building generational wealth, one great client at a time. Dream Builders is led by our friend Paul Dussard, the wealth doctor, and an awesome wealth doctor, teacher, and coach he is. Paul can be reached at 973-220-5026. 973-220-5026. Wealth Builders shows you how money works, shows you how to get rid of debt, shows you how to save for a dignified retirement and become financially free. There is a Wealth Builders meeting tomorrow night at 300 North Midland Avenue in Saddlebrook. I will be there. Paul will be there, and the other members of the Wealth Builders team. So join us. Again, you can reach Paul at 973-220-5026. Finally, it's more than water. It is your life. Kangen Life Water is your solution. Call Stan White or Brendan Noble at 973-357-3698. 973-357-3698. It is more than water. It's your life. 70% of all human beings, 70% of the world is covered by water. So you want to make sure that you are consuming water that is good for you. Remember, audience, that you are a kingdom builder.
That's right.
You are a kingdom builder capable of changing this world. And as Christ said, thy will be done on this earth as it is in heaven. So that means that you were gifted with unique set of gifts so that you can change this world and make it a better place, economically, socially, financially, politically. But you have to get started. You cannot finish anything great until you first get started, wealth changer. Secondly, make sure that you take the time to invest in how you make other people feel. As our poet laureate Maya Angelou told us in one of her greatest pieces, people will forget what you said, they will forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. So work on making someone feel absolutely great this day. Remember, your candle loses nothing when it lights another. Your candle loses nothing when it lights another. Finally, urban America, urban New Jersey, urban New York, urban Pennsylvania. We, according to the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, collectively had a purchasing power last year of $3.4 trillion. $3.4 trillion. And unfortunately, that income did not get reinvested in our communities the way that it should have, resulting in chronically high unemployment, resulting in terrible, dilapidated housing, resulting in schools where kids don't have up-to-date books and the tools that they need to succeed. And so we've got to find ways to build collective wealth for each other, with each other. And to that extent, I absolutely, totally endorse an organization that I am friends with both of the founders, Jerry Moultrie, the chairman, and Keith Broadway, the co-founder, called Urban Business Association, which was founded to circulate wealth in urban communities. The Urban Business Association has one purpose and one purpose only: building collective wealth in our communities. They are headquartered at 125 East 2nd Avenue in Roselle, New Jersey. And so if you are serious about adding clients today, accept no substitutes, join UBA, you can reach them at 908-259-5012. And remember, collective wealth and money cannot solve all of our problems, but it can solve our money problems. It can solve our money problems. And to the extent that we are not using that purchasing power to our own benefit, we need to organize it in that way. And so UBA is doing a great job of that, and we want to always endorse their efforts. The challenge of the 21st century, in my opinion, and beyond, is not physical freedom anymore. It is not civil rights alone. It is now the imperative for building urban wealth. The imperative for urban wealth. Black, brown, yellow, and red people, urban dwellers, urban business owners, urban professionals must use that powerful purchasing power they have to build collective wealth so that they can be a net contributor in their own lives and in their own societies and not be a net beggar. And so we want to make sure that you understand these principles and join with us as we go forward in this dialogue. So we are going to proceed to the interviews that we have with the guests that we have, and we will be right back in about 30 seconds. All right, welcome back in the broadcast. We are joined in studio by Suzette Delgado of Dorson Home Care and Cassandra Savoy of Savoy and Associates, a law practice here in the state of New Jersey that many of our viewers, I'm certain, would know and have heard of. We want to ask you to support both of the businesses, Dorson as well as Casey's law practice. And so the best way to do that is to get you familiar with both of them. So I want to ask Lisa to ask both of you questions that would enable our viewers to get to know you a lot better. So why don't we start with Casey, since Suzette was here last
start with, my name is Cassandra.
All right.
Okay, Cassandra, how are you?
Oh, well, thank you.
Welcome, welcome.
I want to say everybody, all my friends call me Casey, so that's why he called me that. But
Okay.
if you want to find me, you got to know Cassandra.
That's right.
I understand,
That's
no
right.
problem.
That's right.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about your business. What is the name of your business?
Cassandra C. Savoy PC. It's a professional corporation. While my experiences are wide and varied, my practice is practically limited to family law and mediation. With I do some probate and some real estate, but primarily divorce and family law and mediation, divorce, child custody issues, adoptions, prenuptial agreements, regulation of child support and alimony, and those kinds of things.
Oh, okay, that sounds good. So what is unique about your practice in particular? What's unique?
Well, the beauty of coming to a small firm is that you get personalized. You actually get personalized attention. We, one of the hallmarks of my firm is that we genuinely care that our clients feel that we've gotten them the best possible result. And so that requires us to use a lot of skills and pull a lot of things together to make sure that happens. For example, we listen very carefully. So it's not just what clients tell you, it's what they don't tell you, and it's how they tell you what they tell you. And I'll tell you a quick little story. I tell every person that comes in, there's two people getting a divorce here. It's not a plaintiff and a defendant. It's not a man and a woman. It's somebody else. One of the parties has got sneakers on. They run into the courthouse fast as they can. They want to hurry up and get there. And then there's that other person over there who's holding on to the fences. You got to drag them down the street. They don't want to get there. Now for me, I want to know if I got the foot dragger or I got the sneaker person. Because that makes a difference in how I manage the case. If you've got the foot dragger person, you've got to give them lots of time to process. You've got to give them lots of options as best you can, given the situation. Of course, with the foot dragger, no matter how many options you give them, they usually say no to the first in the beginning. It takes them a while to process the fact that they're getting a divorce.
Right.
Generally, when people get divorced, one person decided they wanted a divorce and divorced themselves in their head months, years before
Absolutely.
they get to me. And then they file a complaint, and the other person said, "What on earth? Where did this come from?" Now, they may not have been sleeping in the same room. They may not have been getting along. They may have been fighting and fussing. But the second person never thinks that the rubber will ever meet the road and that they will be divorced. So, listening is a very important skill. Another very important skill is to be able to come up with creative options to solve problems. These are people's lives. I mean, you can't be so cavalier about they got to live with this stuff. I mean, this is their life. And most people come to in a divorce, they're on the edge, whether they wanted it or they didn't want it. They're on the edge, and you've got to sort of nurse them through that while maintaining your integrity and integrity of the practice and the court rules and all that other business, and get them, through that experience. So, it really requires you to be creative. Not only sometimes just in knowing how to manipulate the facts and the law, but how to creatively get them to where they need to be to accept what has to be accepted. You get somebody who says, well, I won't cuss my kids. Yeah, but you work 90 hours a week, fella. Can't happen.
Right.
Because where your kids going to be doing those 90 hours a week? You working. It's 6 and 10.
So tell me something. Who would be a great referral for you?
Sounds like the foot dragger and the one with the sneakers.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what. I don't really mind which one I get. It's just that I got to know which one I got so I can make it work. Typically, my typical client has a family income of somewhere around $200,000, $250,000. They own homes and they have children. Sometimes they think they've resolved all the issues. Then they come to me and they realize that they've got a ton of issues that have never been discussed. Sometimes it's just not enough to say, we'll get the kids on the weekend. Pick them up curbside, you come inside, do I want you in my house with my new boyfriend? Lots of issues have to be resolved that you don't necessarily think about. So when people say, we got this all knocked down, we got this. I mean, the devil is always in the detail. And when you get into that, you find out that there's really a lot more to it.
Wow. Well, we have a very large listening audience that's listening today. So what would you offer our listening audience?
In return for this support.
In return for their support.
Normally, I do not have free consultations, but I will offer, what I do for people is they can schedule an appointment to have a telephone conference with me for 20 minutes for free.
Oh,
I can
great.
do that on the phone. But to come in is a whole other issue. And sometimes they don't really need, sometimes they just have a question that they just need to get past so that they can do something else.
Now, are you able to determine in that 20 minutes what the psychology of the party
I
that's
usually know what
calling?
it is in 10 minutes.
All right.
Maybe less than that.
So you know whether that's the mover or the one that's trying to hold on.
I don't always know that, but what I do know is I know what their issues are. Sometimes they want to, let me give you a quick example. Sometimes people want to tell me, and he did this, and he did the other, and he said this, and he said that, and I'm saying to myself, really? Sometimes you got to let them vent, but at the end of the day, the courts, this is a no-fault state. They don't care why you want a divorce. You just filed and you got it. The only thing the court cares about is the orderly dissolution of your marriage, which means are your kids going to be taken care of, and equitably divided the assets.
Mhm.
That's all I care about. And so all that, he did this and she did that, and I said this and he said that, and he wrote this email. So sometimes they want to tell me that, and I try to bring that in.
Oh, okay. So how does that audience contact you? Phone number, email?
My email's easy, CSavoy@CassandraSavoy.com,
Mm-hmm.
and my phone number is 973-748-0097.
And your website?
CassandraSavoy.com.
Oh, okay. Very good.
Now that was nice and orderly and short and sweet. CassandraSavoy.com.
I think they'll be in good hands if they come to her. I think they'll be in
Super,
good hands.
super lawyer. Suzette?
Okay.
Nice.
How you doing today?
I'm very good.
All right. So would you tell us the name of your business?
It's Dorson Home Care.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Dorson Home Care. Very good. All right. And what is the unique value of your business?
Well, we're not franchised, so again, like Ms. Cassie said here, we do offer personal care. When they try to call us, try to reach us, we make sure that we do one-on-ones with our prospective clients. We also try to train our aides a little more into the type of care that the elder people might need, like Alzheimer's care, dementia. So we always providing care for our staff.
Do you find that Alzheimer's is a particular challenge that when Dorson gets involved with the family, is that becoming more and more one of the issues that you guys see, Susan?
Yes, it's Alzheimer's and dementia is actually on the rise right now, unfortunately. And what we encounter is that most of the caregivers at home don't know how to help their family member who's going through all the symptoms or the challenges that Alzheimer's brings. So having our aides be trained and having them to be prepared, because you could have an Alzheimer's patient who's passive and quiet and doesn't say anything, but then you also have the aggressive client who just doesn't want to cooperate with you and wants to throw things at you. So we need to have good training for those aides that go out and meet with those clients, and knowing that they're going to be reliable and dependable, because part of Alzheimer's care is that we don't change a lot of things with our clients, that they're used to one person and that one person is committed to them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
That sounds good. So who is a great referral for your business?
For us, it's usually caregivers, family members, long-term insurances. We are trying to get more into the workers' compensation, because clients that have had accidents at work, they feel like sometimes they can't walk, they can't care for themselves, so we like to provide that type of care. So anybody in the workers' comp area, long-term insurance again, and caregivers.
And the disabled, I'm
And
sure.
the disabled, yes, definitely. And that is a lot to do with children too. We do take care of children as well. Autistic children, we get a few clients that way. And again, we specialize in training our aides into that type of care.
Very good. So your support people would be able to just handle any case, whether they need to be patient or quiet, or they'd be able to make any customer feel very comfortable, like part of the family.
Right, and that's a lot to do with the assessment that we do at first with the client. It's just trying to do the perfect match. It will not only be myself, but the staff in the office also knows what type of aid will be able to tend to an autistic child or type or an Alzheimer's client.
Very good. So what are you offering today to our listening audience in return for their support?
First and foremost, I want to guarantee that we are going to give you the best price that it's out there, again, because we're not a franchise. We don't follow rules. So we understand that people are going to need our care no matter what, whether you make $200,000 a year or 25. So we try to work with our client as much as we can. So that's a guarantee. And again, we don't have a particular offer that we give them, but it's just our guarantee that we provide the best care once they come on board with Dorson.
Okay. And how do we contact you?
Our phone number is 973-672-7691.
Mm-hmm.
Our website is www.dorsumhomecare.com. And you could email me anytime at info@dorsumhomecare.com.
And you guys are right in the neighborhood, 395 Pleasant Valley Way, right?
Yes, and we actually have another office in Roselle, 108 Chestnut.
108 Chestnut?
Yep.
All right. And Dorson is in our circle of honor at the Matthews broadcast. They are the only home care provider that we actively promote and support. And we want to thank Sonia Scott, one of the owners and founders, and certainly her husband, Winston Scott, who is, and say the word for me right, a optician? An
Ophthalmologist.
ophthalmologist. He's an eye doctor right there
Yes.
on Central Avenue in East Orange. You might know Dr. Scott, Cassandra. So, and I felt like you would know Dr. Scott. So, Sonia and Winston, thank you so much. Suzette, thank you for coming back. I know you pressed into action on short notice, but we wanted to make sure that we get you the support you deserve for supporting the broadcast. I sat here listening to you, Miss Savoy, and I think that there are many people who will be calling because you made it so simple and so pleasant to understand. And I think because divorce is a very stressful thing for everybody, that any professional who can simplify the process and can be an advocate that's just seeking for the best outcome for the whole family is going to be an advocate who will be well received. Tell us in the brief time that we have left, what is mediation?
Mediation is acting as a neutral. I don't represent the one party or the other. I listen to what they have to say and try to help them decide what's in their best interest. It's much better than litigation.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, if you mediate your case, you'll get to a conclusion faster. I usually do a flat fee mediation, so you know exactly what the cost is going to be the day you start, as opposed to by the hour, because that incentivizes the mediator to drag it out forever.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I'm incentivized to get you in and get you out.
Mm-hmm.
And it requires being able to hear people. Sometimes people don't talk to each other. I'm in the middle. You talk to me. You talk to me. You're not having pandemonium in here. So you have to manage people really well. But it's a wonderful experience. People finish it. They feel like they're more empowered. They've made choices that they can live with. And by the way, mediated agreements are it's much rarer to find a mediated agreement being litigated in the courts later, because people who mediate and decide what they want to do stick to the agreement. When you litigate, you get stuck with something. You got to do what you got to do. So the people have a different sense of empowerment and feeling good about it, and it's up and coming. The court has now mandated mediation in almost every aspect of the court, trying to get people to understand that they ought to settle the cases. Let me just say one more quick thing. Of the 46,000 divorce cases filed in New Jersey last year, 98% settled. And yours is going to settle too, I tell people. And so with mediation, if you come in with the idea that we're going to find some middle ground some kind of way, or we're going to give up something to get something, which is what mediators do, people feel empowered, and it's a much better, much happier feeling. Even when I do divorces, I do a lot of four-way sit-downs so that people get to face each other and try to decide what they want and how they want to proceed and make their own choices. The foot dragger usually feels like he or she has been dragged down the stream. They don't know where they're going. So for them, it's very empowering to be able to choose this and know this and have a voice.
Well, I know already we are going to have you back, Cassandra Savoy, because I can anticipate the calls. That phone is going to burn. My email inbox is going to be filled. Whether you're the foot dragger or you're the one with the sneakers, Cassandra Savoy is here to simplify that very, very, very trying process. I want to thank her, and I want to thank Suzette Delgado from Dorson Home Care for coming in tonight. I have a sneaky suspicion that we will be hearing from Cassandra again and again and again. I have a sneaky suspicion that you might be asked to come on a segment from time to time, and we will open up the live lines. I could just imagine what the phone calls will be, but I think you can handle them. And so we are going to be signing off for this evening. Until next week, we are happy to announce that we are going to be 5 days a week beginning on July the 3rd, Monday, July the 3rd. For all of those who helped us to get there, I want to thank you, especially persons like Cassandra Savoy. And so we look forward to connecting urban business owners with the clients and with the community support they need to succeed, not just 3 days a week beginning on the 3rd of July, but 5 days a week. So this is Stan Matthews in the Matthews Broadcast, streaming worldwide here at GEMS Radio, www.gemsradio.net. We will see you again on Tuesday. Monday is Memorial Day, so have a happy and a safe one. Remember, there are two types of people in the world. There are dreamers like you and dream killers. Embrace the first, run like heck from the second. Have a safe and happy holiday. Good night and God bless.
We got it, ladies. We got it.